So we came here from different countries, from Spain, Catalonia, from France, from the Netherlands, and from Cyprus, to put together all those identities, all those diversities, go deep down into them and do something and create something all together.
So they wanted to create an organization where we could create pedagogical tools using popular education, artistic mediation, theater of the oppressed, in order to make diversity and cultural differences, not only talking about origins, but all cultural differences when we are talking about culture, to make something as something rich.
Once upon a time, far, far away from here, there were kingdoms.
It was really important for us to be present in this project because we work with all kind of public, from children to older people, and the topic of identity is so important in all of this for this public. But with youngsters, when you're talking about social change and what world do we want to see, it was some topic that was important to discuss when we talk about this all cultural difference and the intercultural dialogue.
Cómo nos acompañamos entre las jóvenes y los jóvenes y también cómo acompañamos a la comunidad.
How do we accompany ourselves between young people, and also how do we accompany the whole community?
Y para eso necesitamos la creatividad.
And for that we need creativity.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Thank you.
This evening.
Len. Berke.
Fatosh.
Aslın.
We live with identities that we were given, or the new identities that we acquired ourselves through our own processes, how they affect our lives. And this project was a chance to really look deeper into this and understand the complexity of identity. And it's not like we solved all the issues that are happening in the world, but a lot of things came to the surface, and that is super important, I think. Indeed, there are so many layers of identity, and we had the chance to tackle this and to know more about ourselves. And if we know more about ourselves and how we work and where we come from and why we are how we are today, this project really triggered this, really brought this up, and it's something that will follow, I'm sure. I mean, it's not something that ended here with this final conference. It's something that opened so many tabs in our minds through the process.
Cuando despacio al paso de la bestia, cuando la muerte era un signo de Dios omnipotente y no un signo de Dios exterminado.
Actually, we all know that we have diversity, but in this project we learned too much diversity in multicultural things. So we learn about the identity, social things, and lots of critical thinking and other skills, for example, like a storytelling and doing some drama, theatrical things. So those are very nice.
I think arts can bring out the best of us, and it's one of the very strong tools for impact. And we've created a lot of outcomes from this project that will be used in the future. So I think it's very beneficial.
Yes, actually it is really amazing for reduce the discrimination and accepting all culture and behaving like an actress without speaking and communicate with each other, sometimes never been talking. So actually all of things are really good for me.
El aire, suspiros de la tierra, besan las rocas inertes. Y el rostro, ardilla y sueño, despierta y se desvanece.
With this project, we really wanted to show them that they have more than one identity, that they are more than just that one problem stamp they got from society.
Amor. Amor.
I think this project really needs to be spread along Europe, and it's a very special project for us and especially for me, but yeah, I'm very happy with the results, so thank you, Leticia.
Herido. Muerto. De amor. Herido. De amor. Huido.
I learned not to feel like a minority. I guess that's the biggest one. And to the difference between knowing the meaning of acceptance and feeling acceptance. That's what I learned. And to be welcome, actually, to feel at home. That's what I learned.
Well, I learned many things from the 1000 Layer project. I rediscovered how complicated people are, how complex identities are, and how interesting that is, basically, and how we can celebrate complexity, basically. All right, 3 words for 1000 Layers. One is identity, one is friendship, and one is diversity.
¿Qué tal, Felipe? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué tal el viaje?
Bien.
Bien.
I have learned a lot of things. Actually, how how important is to work in the let's say topic of identities, because sometimes we don't realize how important it could be, to let's say to avoid many problems that currently are happening in this world.
Pipel, el negrito. ¡Mamá! A ver, el Fusquet. El Fusquet, no sé.
Mamá es de Colombia.
Chumbia, fuera. No porque eso que no.
¿Desde cuándo te importa tanto con quién salgo?
Yo no soy niña, soy tu picochito, pero tengo todo lo que tiene delito. Que me pongan nena, soy tu margarito.
And I think if that problems are happening, it's because nobody cares about identities and growing, let's say, healthy identities.
¡Exagerado!
Pero no he exagerado yo. ¿Quién lo invitó a mi casa? Yo no lo he invitado aquí a mi casa.
And definitely, public education systems and government, they don't care about that. So it's civil society, the one who has to improve methods and tools to grow health identities in kids, basically.
¡Luce, por favor!
Vull cantar uns plors d'inici, sempre somiant és pur vici. Jo no sóc pas i el teu sap dret. No vull que em diguis què ha fet una altra cançó sense dir-me res més. Però ara no va dalt i ja no hi és la teva olor, m'ha fet el meu cor esgarrat cada vesprada una diferent.
If you would say 3 words after 1000 layers.
I will say need, I'll say mental health as a word, okay? And I will say understanding as well.
Please, participants from 1000 layers, please take the stage. Everyone on stage, this is final moment for you. Thank you.
Te llaman incordio y no verás la luz, que la cagaste, que el color de ojos nunca fue azul, no. yo empapo y congelo.
Gracias Rocío, gracias Manuel, gracias Chiara, gracias Adriana, gracias Aliana, gracias Anastasia, gracias Majo, gracias Nicola, gracias Luis, gracias Valentina, gracias Daniela.